I can get for mine. You're Chiara.
Yes.
Buongiorno.
Hi. Buongiorno.
Raja, nice to meet you.
Hi, nice to
So
meet you.
this is the spiritual home of truffles and truffle selling. Wow. I have got one here,
Let me see.
and I want to know how much it's worth. Could you tell me?
Yes. Let me see. Ah, it's a good piece. Small but nice. Let me. So it's 20 grams. Today, more or less 24 euro.
24 euros.
This piece.
Wow. I believe the guy who started this shop is really responsible for the whole explosion of truffles.
Yes, Giacomo Mora, starting in the 50 years. He was a marketing genius before marketing was invented. He gave a full free every year the hugest truffles they could find to a VIP person, such as Marilyn Monroe, Truman, President Churchill, Hitchcock, many movie stars.
So, underneath this rug.
1, 2, 3.
Whoa. So that is truffle heaven. I didn't really make a fortune on my own specimen here, but it's still worth something to me. And I've got a real grasp of how valuable truffles are to this region and now to the world. The Travel Show, your essential guide wherever you're heading, every weekend on BBC World News. The Travel Show, sponsored by Turkish Airlines.
This is BBC World News. I'm Babita Sharma. Our top story. Spain declares a 2-week state of emergency in Madrid to contain a coronavirus outbreak. Millions of people face a partial lockdown. There's fresh confusion over when President Trump will return to the campaign trail following his hospital treatment for coronavirus. China joins a worldwide scheme to ensure a coronavirus vaccine reaches the world's poorest people. And the United Nations World Food Programme said it's deeply humbled to have been awarded the Nobel Peace Prize. We'll speak to its director. Hello and welcome to BBC World News. I'm Babita Sharma. As coronavirus infection rates in Europe soar, Spain, one of the worst affected countries, is struggling to agree how to get the disease back under control. The government has imposed a 2-week state of emergency in Madrid to try to contain the outbreak, overriding a court decision that previous restrictions were illegal. While the number of infections has dropped in recent days, over 37,000 have been reported in the past 2 weeks. According to the government, there are now over 300,000 people in hospital across the Madrid region. People there are facing 564 cases of the virus per 100,000 people. By contrast, the national average is just 257. But many people are unhappy about the new restrictions. Madrid and nearby cities will see them enforced by 7,000 police. Across the whole country, a total of 848,000 cases have been reported, which have resulted in more than 32,000 deaths. I asked our correspondent in Madrid, Guy Hedgecoe, how people are feeling in Madrid.
Well, I think people have been rather confused about events of recent days. We had these measures, restrictions on movement into and out of Madrid and surrounding cities introduced just over a week ago. Then yesterday, a court struck down those restrictions, saying they were illegal. So today, now the central government has introduced this state of emergency, reintroducing those same measures. I think people are...
Hello, Paulina.
Hello.
How are you?
Oh, I'm fine, thanks. And you?
Please do not turn your video because we will not have a very good connection.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you so much. So you were saying, what did you say?
I'm fine, and you?
I'm doing good. A little bit tired. It's you know, the end of the day, and I'm trying to answer other people. Just hold on. Okay. What is new?
Oh, I'm have a cold, so
Oh,
I
sorry about that.
all the whole day home.
What is that?
I have a cold, so
Mhm.
I'm sitting in home all day.
I'm staying at home. Yeah. Just hold on. I will write. People are just asking about the password. Yeah. All right. Staying at home, doing what?
Learning English and society.
It's we call it social studies. Okay.
Social study, okay.
I think so. I hope so. I don't know. You know better than me. Okay, just okay. Yeah, we have Mark. Hello,
Hi,
Mark.
Mark.
Yeah. What's up?
Yeah, it's very good to have you. Now, please get to know each other with Polina.
Sorry, I need just to change my microphone. But
Yeah.
why Zoom does not see it? Well, okay, I'll just put the second one near. So, hello, Paulina.
Hello, Mark.
Yeah, nice to see you here. Where are you from?
I'm from Armavir. Nice to see you too. And you?
Sorry, but Armovir, as far as I understand, is near Sochi, right?
No, so it's near Stavropol.
Yeah, sure,
And,
sorry. I just, yeah.
And where are you from?
Well, I don't even know how you heard about this city, but I live in Perm. All my life I've lived here. Have you heard about it?
No.
I'm not surprised. You know, one thing why Perm is famous is because the series Реальные пацаны was created here, and that's the only reason.
Okay, I see.
Yeah, you know this town. So, in what form you studying now?
I'm studying society and English.
No. I mean,
Go
yeah,
ahead.
I mean, not what are you studying, but I mean, well, let's say like that. In what class you study? Because
Oh,
form that means class. в котором ты учишься.
11.
11? Oh.
Yeah. And you?
Yeah, I feel so little, boys. I study in the 7th form right now.
Oh, but your English is very good.
Oh, thanks. But I don't think that it's good enough. It's still not good enough, and I want to practice it more and more and more to make it really good. Yeah. So nice to see you here, join our company, and
Yeah.
let's work
Thanks.
together.
Okay, Polina, I just want to know about your book, which you study at school, textbook. What is the name of this book?
As far as I know, Murphy. But our teachers don't tell us the name of book.
But okay, I have another question then. How many classes of English do you have during the week?
4.
Wow, that's the meaning is that you have not kind of an ordinary school, but some kind of a school specifically for English, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So, and which grade or form you started learning English? Was it the first grade, the second grade, the fifth?
Oh, I don't understand it clearly.
All right. I will say it again. British people call it a form. Like Mark said that he goes, he is in the 7th form. American people do not say it like that. They say it grade. So 7th, for Mark, it will be 7th grade. So you said that you are in the 11th grade, okay? And I'm just wondering, which grade did you start learning your English?
4th grade.
Okay, yeah, I understand. And yeah, I'm very sorry that I have to answer, because lots of people are coming, and you know that most of them are just punks. Yeah, again, you know that the person has all the swear vocabulary which he can learn in the Russian language, and he tries to enter our classroom. I'm sick and tired of that. All right. Yeah, maybe no other people will join us. Okay, very good. So I was just wondering about the latest news, and Paulina, you said that you've been sick lately. You've been staying at home and learning English. Mark, how about your news? What's new?
Yeah, now we have a lot of Olympiads in our schools. They're not necessary for doing, but I prefer do Olympiads. First reason is I'll get, yeah, I'll make my knowledge deeper, and some Olympiads like Russian English Olympiad, they if you make it correctly, they can give you a possibility to study in a university.
Okay, yeah, I understand. So
and that's the second reason.
Yeah, so you want to go to the university after you graduate from school, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But there is a lot of competition, big competition.
And there always was the competition. So
yeah, but when you take part in universities Olympiads, you have a more chance for winning.
Okay. Correct. All right. Now we will move on to what we have to do today. Now let me just share the screen with you. We are in the book, and I think that you can see that book. And what we did the previous class was a little bit of listening. We almost finished that listening, and now the topic was just about any kind of food. And if you have a look at these pictures, you can see that the food can be very different. Anyway, you have the question. That's the question over to you. Discuss these questions. It's not in pairs, just let's discuss it. What is the strangest food you have ever eaten? The strangest food you have ever eaten. You can start with whenever you're ready. Just jump in and we will talk.
Yeah. I was talking all this time, but I noticed that my microphone was turned off. Well, okay. The strangest food I have ever eaten. I don't know, is it a strange food or not, but you know, I have tried fried frog's legs. Have you ever heard about this kind of food?
Yeah, I heard some people say that this is typically French food, but I'm not sure about that. Okay, that frog's leg. All right. Was it?
Definitely, I'm not sure about that too. Is it French or not? But oh, what can I say about it? It's just, you know, it tasted like the fried chicken and nothing more.
Okay. Paulina, how about you?
But very little chicken. Little small. Yeah.
What do you mean? No. I didn't try eat the full-size frog. I just tried it to eat its legs, and it was pretty tasty.
Yeah, what I can hear, what is she trying to say? It's just like you know, the word chicken. You have the British word hen. Hen is kind of a big chicken, if you understand what she's saying. And chicken is a small chicken. It's just like we Russian people we have small chicken is just like yellowish, some kind of a ball, a very small yellowish ball. We call it a chicken. But Americans they call chicken both for the let's say grown-up species of chicken and a small also. And the British they call it a big chicken. They call it a hen. So probably she's asking like the taste was as a small chicken or as a big chicken. But I might be wrong. Paulina, am I trying to do a correct thing, explaining what you're saying or not?
Yeah.
Okay, so
You're
Mark,
right.
yeah, I'm a translator here. So please, Mark, answer.
Well, yeah, I understand what you're talking about. It tasted like, yeah, it's like an old big chicken.
Right.
Oh.
So, Paulina, the question to you is the same. What is the strangest food you have ever eaten?
I've never eaten strange food, but maybe seafood or traditional Russian food. Is it strange or not?
Well, if you ask me, for example, what I can think of, yeah, we talked about that. You can see that here in the picture. You can see the so-called croaches or roaches or whatever you call it. It's small insects, and some people just eat insects. I don't know whether it's strange food for you or not. For me, I remember that I once was attending the Vietnamese wedding ceremony and the wedding party. So just Vietnamese people, you know, the food was totally different from what we are used to. Everything was totally different. For example, you know that they ate the pork, the fat of the pig. They ate it like with their spoons, and then if you think of rice, they ate it the green shoots from if you put rice into the ground, then after 2 or 3 days they will shoot 2 or 3 leaves with a stem. It is called a shoot, green shoot. So they ate it also. So the food was very different from anything which I had in my life. So this is kind of a strange. unusual. That was, I can think of the strangest food. And as Mark said, the leg of a frog was a strange food for him. How about you? Have you ever tried something strange?
No, no, I haven't.
What was that?
No, I said no.
All
I
right.
haven't.
So that another question is there any food you would never ever try?
Maybe it's milk of horse.
Oh, all right, yeah. And you know, I lived in the province which is called Bashkortostan, and it's a very big deal there. People, and I tried it many times. Horse's mare, the female horse is called a mare, and the milk is carbonated. It's just like carbonated. The meaning is sparkled, like you drink Coca. It's sparkled. It's not still. It's carbonated. So the mare's milk is also carbonated, and it's not that bad. Believe me, it's just kind of a.
What is the taste?
What's that?
What is the taste?
The taste, how can I explain the taste? First of all, it's a very thin milk. It's much thinner than the cow's milk. It's just watery milk. If you add water to milk, that's the first idea which comes into my mind. Another thing is that it tastes a little bit sour, like let's say, you know, sour cream or some milky products which are sour. At the same time, as I know, but I might be wrong here, there is some kind of a natural alcohol in there, just a little bit, very small, yeah, a very small part of alcohol there. But I might be wrong. So that's what I heard that the people say. So this is if you combine that very thin watery milk and the taste of sour and alcohol a little bit, just a little bit, then I think that this will be the taste of mare's milk. Okay, but anyway, Mark, how about you? What wouldn't you taste in your life ever?
And you know, that's for me, it's really hard to answer because, you know, I want to try everything in my life. You know, I even want to try how insects taste, and and maybe I don't think that there is such kind of food I will not taste in my life.
Well, I think that some kinds of foods probably you will not like it. It's just you know, and again, I never saw it in my life, but probably it's kind of a. I think that it's that should be disgusting, like, you know, some kind of worms. If you know what I'm saying, you understand the word worm. WORM, worm.
What is it?
Okay, it's not a snake. It's a very small snake. Like, you know, after the rain, if you go, you have,
yeah, I see.
So, and they say that in China they eat it a lot. I have no idea, but that's what people say. I wouldn't say that I would ever want to try something like worms. What else is disgusting to my understanding? If you ever heard that some people say that the best type of coffee can be found in some animals' excrements. If you understand what I'm saying, it just
Yeah.
you understand, right? So the animals should eat coffee beans first, and then the animal poops it out, and then people cook coffee from this poop. I don't think that it's a very good idea for me that I will ever try this stuff like that. So, but Mark says that he will try anything. So I don't know. People are very different everywhere in the world. Mark, what do you think?
Yeah, I understand you, but I said before I won't try everything.
Okay.
And I don't think that there are some, you know, like borders for me.
All right. Yeah, I understand. I will just write. Somebody is asking again, and well, I'm sorry that we do not have a lot of people, and Mark knows why we do not have lots of people, because lots of people ask to come to the classroom to enter, but I do not allow, because lots and lots very bad people, like punks, I said, like. People who are just will start using very bad language, and I don't want to do that. Okay, I will just answer to this request. No. Okay. Right, and then let's go back to the book. So now we will read a very short text, and do not forget that the class will be only 40 minutes because it's allowed only to have 40 minutes with a free of charge class. So before we read the text, it's called Think Ahead. Read this short text and answer these questions. So, what is not acceptable to do at meal times in China? What do you think? What is not acceptable to do at meal times in China?
Maybe discuss something new.
Mm-hmm.
Only eating.
Can you think of something which is not acceptable for Russian people?
Yeah, I can say it's not acceptable to refuse of food which is given to you.
Okay. Any other ideas? I'm just answering these people. Sorry about that. Polina, any other ideas? What is not acceptable to do at meals in Russia?
Maybe spit.
Okay. Also a good idea.
Talking when you're eating.
Yeah. Yeah. And then you know that usually in.
Yeah, but nowadays that rules.
Yeah, take your elbows off the table. That's
Yes.
what your mom
Yes.
always tell you. And then do not put bread on the table. Just put it on the plate, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
know.
but who follows these rules nowadays? Maybe somewhere, but I was studying in the two schools, and in the both of them, we were eating like putting elbows on the table, talking to each other on different topics, and that was
All right.
And that was good.
Okay. So Now we will read the text just sentence after sentence in turns. And you see that you have some kind of a very easy task to choose one word from a pair to complete the text. You know, these words are usually confused. So, Polina, will you please start reading?
In China, the sort of dishes survived at the three main meals at the pretty much the same: soup, rice, or noodles, and meat and vegetables.
So that's enough. So in China, the sorts of dishes, that's correct, not plates, because plate is where you put your meal, and then dish is the first course, the second, and so served. The sort of dishes served, you serve your meal. As at the three main meals are pretty much the same. So usually they have first course is soup, rice or noodles is the second course, rice or noodles, and meat or and vegetables. Okay, so that's kind of the usual meals in China. Okay, Mark, the next sentence.
Yeah. Each person has their own bowl of rice and a couple. Let me see. Rice and I think that pair.
Okay. Good.
But helps themselves to the soup, meat and vegetables directly from the communal plates in the center of the table.
Yeah. So just hold on. Each person has their own bowl. Do you know the word bowl?
Sure.
Okay. Yeah. So if you have a look at the picture, this young lady, she has a bowl in her hand. A bowl of rice and a couple or pair of chopsticks. Again, you can see this woman, this young lady with chopsticks in her hands. But helps themselves. It's just a phrase which I encourage you to use. When somebody comes to your house, you usually say, "Hey, help yourself to the cake," for example, or help yourself to anything you find which is kind of enjoyable for you to eat. Help yourself, treat yourself, help yourself. So that's a very necessary phrase for you to know. Help yourself to the soup, meat, and vegetables directly from the communal plates in the center of the table. Communal plates in the center of the table. Do you think that this kind of a tradition is in every country? Do you think that we have the same tradition to help ourselves to the soup, meat, or vegetables directly from a communal plates in the center of the table? Paulina, what do you think? Is it correct?
No.
Okay. How do we treat each other? How do we serve food? How do we help ourselves?
We have a portions for everyone, and we have нарезка, sweet of vegetables.
Okay, Mark, what do you think?
So yeah, I have the same opinion with Paulina has. It's not correct to help yourself from the communal
Plates?
communal plates, because from the communal plates you can only put what you need in your plate.
Okay.
And maybe someone is doing that when they're at home, but in the restaurants, even when you went to your friends and eat with them, you don't have to do like that, because this action will show you not from a good side, and you understand.
Yeah, very, very good. So, Polina, will you please read the next sentence?
Okay, it's perfectly acceptable to reach across the table to take food.
Okay, so
to eat the rice and
yeah, do you think it's the same in Russia? It's acceptable to reach, you understand, to reach across the table to take food. Is it acceptable?
50-50. You can ask to give you something.
Yeah,
but
we call it to pass. Please pass me the salt. Pass. You know that it's just in football and soccer. The players they pass the ball.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
pass me the salt, please, or pass me the bread, please. Okay. So very good, Mark. What do you think?
Yeah, you know, Polina said what I wanted to say.
All right, that's no problem. Okay, Mark, go ahead, read.
Criminal. To take the food. To eat the rice. The dinner.
No, it's diner. It's not dinner. It's diner. You can see that's one N.
Ah, yes. Sorry, I have some troubles with my vision.
Yeah, I understand. Maybe the quality is not that good. Okay, so diner.
Diner. Rises. Yeah.
Okay. So you see, these two words are being usually confused. So what's the difference between to raise and to rise? So
yeah, sorry. I think that, you know, raise maybe is to take something in your hands, and
yes, that's correct.
And rise, for example, sun can rise.
Yeah, and or you can rise yourself. Yes, stand up. Or raise, you do something with raising something. Okay, so you the diner raises. Go ahead.
The diner raises the ball to their lips and pushes the grains into their mouth with the chopsticks.
Yeah, you see, so they push the grains from the ball. They push it with the chopsticks into their mouth. So that's kind of how they eat. Okay, and Polina, will you please finish the text?
The dinner must finish all the rice. To leave even a tiny amount is considered bad manners.
So you see, this is what is not acceptable to do at meal times in China. The diner, the meaning is the person who eats at dinner. It's just like a worker, it's a person who works. A diner is a person who is eating at dinner. So a diner must finish all the rice. If you leave even a very small, tiny, that means a very small amount, just very little in your bowl, on your plate, this is considered bad manners. So do we have, excuse me, do we have the same thing in Russia?
Yeah.
To leave a very little on your plate is considered bad manners. Mark, what do you think? Yeah, I have no idea who is trying to get in. Yeah, Mark, that's a usual thing with him. He can just leave anytime. That's all right. So We learned a little bit of vocabulary here, as you can see: plates, dishes, raise, rise, and couple, pair, and also some other things which are very good to learn. And then we have some more words which can be confused, which is exercise 3. So choose the correct word in each pair. Paulina, will you please go on?
The pudding was nice. Can I have the receipt?
So the first word or the second word?
I think the second.
Yeah, and Mark, how about you? What do you think? The pudding was nice. Can I have the first is receipt, and the second is recipe. Receipt. Can I have the receipt? What's a receipt and what is a recipe? Paulina,
Yeah, I think that.
Yeah. So what is receipt and what is recipe?
So I think that here we have to use receipt, because receipt is the receptive, we will translate, and receipt, you know, it's like check.
Yeah, that's correct. So the pronunciation of the first word is receipt. We do not pronounce P. Receipt. It's a receipt. Like you said, it's a bill. It's something which you receive in your on the checkout, on the cash desk, in you know, any kind of a shopping mall, any kind of a shopping place. You receive your receipt. And what is a recipe? The pronunciation is recipe. So receipt and recipe. What is a recipe?
Recipe.
It's a record.
Recipe is an instruction. This is an instruction how to cook something. Yeah, how to cook something. It gives you the proper ingredients and the proper procedure, the steps, which to do first, like you know, put some flour, add some eggs, and then mix it, and then put it on the pan, and then put it into the oven, and so on. So this is the instruction of the steps of the procedure, which are the steps are necessary for cooking something. So this is called a recipe. So receipt is some kind of a bill, some kind of a slip of paper, a very small piece of paper where it says how much you paid in the store. Paulina, you understand that, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So Mark, the next one.
Yeah, sure. In some religions, people fast or diet for periods of time.
So what do you think? Which is correct word here? In some religions, people fast or people diet for periods of time.
Yeah, I think that diet.
And Paulina, what do you think?
I agree with Mark.
Well, hey guys, sorry, but you are wrong. Why? Because it says in some religions. Just think about the religions. People fast in religions. It's just like they do not eat for a period of time. I think that you know this tradition, this religious tradition, when people do not eat, let's say, for a week or for a month because of their religion. Do you know?
I don't know about this meaning of that word.
But this is called to fast. That's the verb, to fast. Yeah, that's why we hear. We hear because we learn a new vocabulary.
Yeah.
Yeah. So in some religions, people fast. Mark, do you understand the meaning of this word?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's what,
Yeah.
yeah, sure.
All right, Valina, next one.
Crepes and hamburgers are sometimes referred to as junk food.
Yeah, and Mark, I think that you will agree, right? That it's kind of a very common phrase, junk food.
Yeah, sure.
We do not say rubbish food. We know the word rubbish or garbage or trash, but we do not use it, or junk. We use it like a junk food. Okay. Referred. What's the meaning of the word referred? The meaning is that
Cold.
yeah.
Cold.
Yeah, it's we call it as a junk food. Okay, Mark, next one.
So most people prefer bottled water to
tap or to running water.
Bottled. It's like skipechone.
No, the bottle, the meaning is that you buy water in a bottle in a store. You know, some people just buy water when they want to cook something. They buy these